So, have you ever lost anything, Paul? Anything notable? Like a big...
Not lost per se, but I've had things break. Like my lenses have broken.
I remember you that one.
RV2,
yeah,
in the middle of the shoot.
The lens?
Yeah, and my drone as well at one point. It stopped being level and all that, so I had to get that fixed.
Pretty copied the same drone.
Wait, were you just drinking? You're like, it's not level. So the lens broke. How did that happen?
I think it was when we was doing the noodle things. You remember we was making noodles?
I remember we won first place.
I remember you were really annoyed, like it was like a bit.
Oh, no.
There was a white dot on the camera.
It was the clay. It was the clay place. We never saw the end results when you was making the pottery.
Oh, I got those delivered by you. Thank you. I have 2 little cups.
They're in the Trash Toe studio.
So I don't know if this is why, but there was at some point there where I couldn't manually focus, and everyone kept doing this to the camera. I was like, "Can you please stop doing this?" Look
at this.
Focus on it. The camera just wouldn't focus. I had to send it back to Sony to get it fixed.
There was one shoot we did where it was snowing heavily, and it fried your viewfinder.
Oh yes.
I was chained to Chris.
That was the
Non-stop north.
Yeah.
The onsen place.
Yeah, I thought he was going to say that's where you lost your hair when Natsuki pulled it out.
That was different. That was Hokkaido. Fucking hell.
A huge chunk of his hair.
And then he was
I remember you tell me about this.
Oh my god! And then he held it in his hand, and you could see he's like, "Ha, fucking haircut, man!" And I was like, "What the fuck have you done?" And he was like, "Nah, Natsuki haircut."
That's one of the few times I've seen you genuinely angry.
I was furious.
You masked it well in front of the camera, but you were genuinely upset. Something written out.
So this moron, he.
It was after the MC.
Yeah, it was he did this MC rap battle, and
God.
Joey, of course, wrote the most amazing cipher known to man, and Natsuki was like, "Hello, ramen." It was he wrote a good thing, but Natsuki classically didn't practice. So it was what was it? It was
something Hokkaido.
gimme, Hokkaido.
Hokkaido.
And then he lost, and the punishment, it was either whoever lost had to strip down to their skivvies and roll around in the Hokkaido snow.
Yeah.
And he was like, he lost, and then he got mad at me as if I had somehow adjudicated it, but it was a Twitch vote. And he was like,
he was the judge. He was at the call out
I just called out the winner, and I said the winner is Joey. And he was like, "Fucking American, you snowman." And I was like, "I'm not a snowman." And then we go back to the car, and he goes, he was like, and then Natsuki's like. He was like, "Hey, just can I throw you in the snow for a second?"
He drops the accent. He goes. He reveals his Boston accent.
No, he was.
That's a secret. That's a well-kept
He's
secret.
from New York. He's like, "What am I gonna do about it? Let me throw you in the snow. It'll be a funny bit." No, he was like, "Fucking cold. Let me throw you in the snow." And I was like, "No." He was like, "You fucked me. You chose." And I was like, "I didn't choose anything. It was a Twitch vote." He was like, your channel." And I was like, "Okay."
He's based there.
So he was like, I was like, "Okay, there's a snowbank here. Why don't you just chuck me in there for fun? I'll be fully clothed." And then he does this big wind up, and he's like, "Fucking pizza, snow, eat, let's go." And he threw me. And he was holding on to my fucking hair.
He had you by the shirt and the bottom and the hair.
He had me by my belt and my hair. And he slammed my cock into the hard snow. But he never let go of my hair. Until it sounded like Velcro ripping.
You could hear it.
I could easily hear it. It goes like... and then my head snaps back. And then I land in the snow. And I get up and I'm like, that fucking hurt. I was so mad, and I was like, "What did you do?" And I saw like there's like a.
I remember you asked me, you looked down, you were like, "How does it look? Is it okay?" And I was like, "It's fine."
There was a little. And then it was like a little nickel or quarter sized patch. And then he
I took a photo of your
he's showing all of the hairs, and he's like, Natsuki, fucking cut man. I am Master Cut Man. He's just memeing at the camera, and I'm in the background. You can just see me emoting at Ian, going like,
I'm almost certain I took a photo to show you the damage because you were like, because I think
oh, it was so bad, mate. It was so bad. And I highly recommend no one get a haircut from Natsuki if that's the way he does it in Sakata. He fucking just rips it out like a mammal. Like a kangaroo killing its joey or something.
Oh my Christ.
Fucking hurts so bad.
Oh my
man. But you know, watch this. Watch. I'll do it to you, but okay. Like he went like this. He went. Watch my face. He goes, "Fucking Natsuki cut man." You know that kind of like thing he's doing.
Yeah.
And I had to tell him after I was like, "Don't ever do that again. If you're ever gonna do like a joke, include me on it, or just don't fucking grab my hair." And he was like, "Let me go back. I'm sorry. I got a cameo to do. I thought it was a funny bit." Oh, it hurt. It hurt so bad, Connor. It was generational pain on my head.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but I love Natsuki though, so it's all water under the bridge, as we say. But that one fucking hurt.
I mean, for a hairdresser, you have to question his accreditation.
Well, then I found out later he doesn't cut hair. He's a stylist. He's a colorist.
Wow.
His wife cuts.
I see why. He doesn't cut, he rips. He's like Doom Guy.
Yeah, it was like Zog, who was a caveman, and Natsuki was second. They're both stylists and hair salons. Zog, Gog, and Natsuki. The new podcast.
Oh my God.
Unbelievable. Just yanked my hair right out. That was the most angry I've been
So
on a shoot.
ridiculous.
It hurt so bad.
I think I would have a mental breakdown at that point.
I was pretty upset. And we were right near the end of the day too.
Who grabs someone by the hair and throws them?
Well, he originally, I remember the video. I think
Japanese
he
school
originally
torture
he was like holding me by the nape of the jacket, and then my back, and like he was kind of doing this. And the last second, he grabbed my hair and just forgot to let go. And I had the long hair then, and so it takes 8 years to grow back. It was brutal. It was brutal.
It's not on the main video. It's on the Patreon one.
Well, thank God for that. Even my greatest pain, they make you pay extra for it. Want to see
your moment of anguish was not.
I think it's on a stream though too. I feel.
Oh, on your stream?
Yeah, on some VOD somewhere. But it was, and there's all these wispy hairs that I would wish I would glue back on now.
Just imagining, I can't imagine ripping someone's hair out and being like, "That's a fucking haircut."
Yeah, and he did immediately. He laughed. He loved it. He was just like, he thought that was hilarious.
That's evil.
Yeah, he's like, let me do about it. Yeah, you want to do a music video? And I'm like,
I think one time I just set up too fast, and I was like, Jesus Christ, are you okay?
Well, I'm not gonna tell that story. Never mind. I got 2 words out that sounded like a mumble. And I was like, I'll keep it to myself. He's great though.
Oh my God. Oh, dude.
What a legend. Natsuki inventing medieval